I'm an instructional coach at Timpanogos Intermediate School in Heber, and my talk today is on the question and complaint that I keep hearing. The question is, how do you make it look so easy teaching with technology? And the complaint is not there. It should say, I don't have time. Where am I going to find the time to try to integrate technology into my curriculum? And my first comment to them is, wow, that it shouldn't be something separate that you do for teaching with technology. It should be part of your curriculum. It shouldn't be an afterthought or an add-on or an event. So that's the first discussion that we have. As far as making it look easy, I say that I've been doing it for a while, but I also take some time to make time to save time. And I do that by teaching them these 5 things to consider when they're planning on teaching with technology. First, you need to have a place to start. You never want to send a 5-year-old, an 18-year-old, any student or teacher for that matter that I work with to a computer and have them have to type in a web address, whether it's this big or this big. So you want to have all of your browsers set to like your school homepage, your class homepage, and on that page have the links that you regularly use. Use something like Symbaloo. It's very easy to add a link on the fly in a lesson if you need to, and it's a nice graphical representation for the students to click. I'd also encourage you to use something like Canvas, or in Wasatch we use Office 365 products, so we set up OneNote class notebooks where the curriculum and the links and the work is all in one spot, or even something as simple as making a QR code that the students can hold up in front of a webcam, scan it, and they're there. Second, I also tell them to practice saving early, saving often. Wait. There we go. Practice good file management skills. You don't want to have to be looking for a needle in a haystack when you're trying to find that file. So you want to save early, save often, save to a place that has a drive that you can back up to the cloud. So if a student comes in and says, I left my computer at home, or it's not working, they can grab a loaner computer and they can get to their files from anywhere. Also encourage you to practice the file saving norm. So you have a name for your project and who saved it. So when they do turn it in, you know what it is and who did it, which brings me to the next step. You need to have an easy system for collecting that work. So it's very simple, like the salmon jumping into the mouth of the bear. So you want to avoid at all costs having back and forth emails, clogging up your email box with them sending in projects. Take a little bit of time, set up a shared folder in OneDrive or like a Dropbox. On that home page that you have all your kids go to, you can have a link that says, upload your files here, and they can turn it right in, or post it to a Padlet. If you have Canvas or another LMS in your district, they can upload their projects there, or we use the class OneNotes again, where they have the project, they can click and upload, or it's just live. Fourth, you always want to check your tech on your student devices before your lesson. Just because you're at home on your computer, on your internet, doesn't mean that it's going to work at school. So take some time beforehand, check it on a student device, make sure that link is not blocked. And you also want to check if you have a file that you want them to use, that it actually opens the way that you expect it to open. Otherwise, you're going to be pulling your hair out in the middle of your lesson. So suppose you haven't done steps 1 through 4, or you have done steps 1 through 4, and the internet's down. It's not working. That's going to happen. So you need to have a backup plan or 2 so you don't fall off the cliff. Number 1 thing I encourage my teachers to do is reboot. I wish I had a reboot button for my own personal life because it fixes so many things. If rebooting doesn't work, you can do a whole class instruction. Get them up there, look at the board, resort to paper and pencil. Or you're a teacher, you have a bag of tricks. I have had days where I've been on plan F. So just to recap, have a starting point, practice good file management, have a file collection system, check the tech on the student devices before your lesson, have a backup plan. Take a few minutes to plan these things, and then when you are finished, I promise you, you will say, that was easy. Thank you.